Well, the majority of companies today send out their year-end tax documents the same way they did 30, 40, maybe even 50 years ago. And even though technology exists today to change that process to a more technology-based or electronic-based solution, adoption has been slow. Well, there are two main reasons why we see adoption being slow in the marketplace. The first reason is a client has to deal with how do they inform their customer or the recipient of these documents that this process is available. They have to be able to, in some way, reach out to that recipient and let them know that they can elect online delivery of these documents. Whether that's via a mailing or via an email campaign, they have to develop that communication strategy. The second point is the IRS requires that clients be opted in to receive an electronic document. And that's a big, scary process for someone because the IRS says we have to do it. So you have to give the client the ability to say, yes, I want electronic, or no, I want it via mail. How do I get that? How do I handle that process? And how do I gather that information? How do I store and manage that information so I meet those IRS regulations? There are a few things that a client needs to keep in mind when building an opt-in process. First and foremost, the process has to be simple for the user. It has to be easy for the user to log in and select how they want to receive their year-end tax document. If it's too difficult, the client will abandon it and they will never get high adoption rates. The second thing they have to do is make sure that they meet security and compliance regulations. Tax documents contain some of our most personal information, and delivering the documents to the user electronically, you have to make them feel comfortable. You have to make them feel like if they're going in and giving you the permission to receive the document or send them the document electronically, that it is secure and none of their information will be shared. You have to be able to store and manage the opt-ins from the user. So if a user comes in and tells you they want their document electronically, you have to keep that information and you have to be able to produce that information. So you have to store and manage it. The last thing that they need to do is they need to be able to manage who wants paper returns versus electronic returns and manage their database so that they can segment it and make the delivery as desired. Well, if companies would follow these simple best practices, they're going to find they'll have higher electronic adoption rates. They're going to streamline their year-end tax process, and they will also lower their overall costs to their organizations.